Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. In this video today we are going to learn how to create pine tree sprite in Scratch. How to draw, how to paint, how to illustrate pine tree. In one of previous videos we have learned how to draw this kind of tree, simple tree, but today we are going to draw pine tree. So first thing is to check out what the pine tree is for all of you who don't know, and it's evergreen tree which is used mostly for New Year and Christmas, for all of you who know that, as a decoration and so on, but it's a tree which grows mostly on winter, I don't know, mountains and so on, colder areas mostly, but you can also see it in some parks. And it's interesting because of its shape. It has some kind of as you can see, triangular cone shape, like on this photo, two sides under some angle, like some kind of triangle from top, and one here horizontal. And that's what we are going to do. We are going to create some kind of simple similar triangle shape for one tree, and maybe another with couple of those triangles, like this. This one is a good example, like couple of triangles one on another, just to yeah, this one is also good, just to show how it can be simply copy pasted from one triangle in couple of those, and you get much more complex shape. And you can see lots of those references. You can just Google pine tree, and these are also great, which have some kind of details on trunk, on wood, and also on cone. We have shades, which we are not going to do in this example today, but maybe in future. Also, outline is great. If you search for outline, you can see simple triangle shape, or maybe clip art, also illustration or something like that, to get more. Yeah, this is what we are going to do, to get more clear idea on, again, how to imagine something, how to emphasize, and so on. Okay, so let's go to Scratch. And again, like in previous two videos, we are making sprites from scratch. So we are going to find the paint button here at your bottom right corner. Click on it, zoom it a little bit if you need. Create outline. We need some kind of maybe black for the start for outline, and not 5 but maybe 2 or 3 pixels wide. And for fill we are going to pick some kind of green, but more dark than previous 3. Okay, this is great. And now we're going to create simple triangle. So rectangle won't work. Yeah, circle 2, we have used those two for previous video, but now we're going to create triangle, and to do that we are going to use line tool. So click on line tool, click anywhere on the screen, do not release until you get some kind of line like this under some kind of angle, maybe not perfectly 45 degrees, but something like that. Go above as much as you can, don't worry. Release, that's the first line, and when you approach the end of the line, as you can see, I will zoom to see it better, you get some kind of circle around it. That means we are snapping, we are connecting to the line, and that is important if you want to create closed shapes. We want to do that. Why? Because when you create closed shapes, later you can fill them with this fill bucket tool and color them easily. If you don't connect them, if you leave them open, you're not going to be able to color them. So click on the last one, press maybe shift on your keyboard to make it completely horizontal, and somewhere here again release it. That is the second line, and again I want to start from top line and like this one and connect to the bottom, and you see how it snaps when I'm close to it. Release your mouse button and that's it. Very simple triangle. Go to fill bucket if you want to color it, and that's it. For the tree and for the trunk, for the wood, I will go to rectangle, go to color to pick some kind of brown color, first in my color and then in my brightness and then in saturation. Yeah, something like this is good enough. Click, drag, release. I think it has a bigger trunk then, but again it's very relative and depends on tree to tree. Select tool, select the trunk, click on back to push it on the back layer, and that's it. Very simple pine tree. Okay, maybe push the trunk a little bit here. Okay, select the trunk, the wood, go to outline, pick some color for the outline. I will again pick some darker brown, and that's it. And same for tree. Click on the outline. I will pick the same color as the tree and then lower the brightness to make it darker, and also change the thickness to 2. Okay, nice, I like it. Maybe a little bit darker here, but okay, we can always do that later. So that's it more or less for the pine tree, but let me again show you. Maybe for some reason this yeah, maybe we can alter it a little bit more. So for example, you need this tree to be bigger, like this trunk to be smaller, so I can just push it like here. Yeah, it looks better. Or yeah, this is good enough. And then I will select both of those with my select tool, group. Now it's one shape, one object, pointed to the center. Yeah, it looks nice. But let me right click on the sprite. First of all, let me select the sprite here and then rename it to pine tree, pine tree 1, because we're going to make pine tree 2 also. Okay, so select the pine tree 1, right click, duplicate to create another sprite like that one. So we have 2 sprites now, pine tree 1 and pine tree 2. So you see how Scratch is smart enough to name the new sprite numerically after the first one. So the first one was pine tree 1. I created new and automatically Scratch named it 2. The first one was pine tree 1, sorry. So right click, duplicate, and the new one was automatically named pine tree 2. So if I created another one, it would be pine tree 3, 4, 5 and so on automatically, which again saves you some time. Okay, select Pine Tree 2, select costumes, and now this one is broken in terms of shapes, and the first one, not sure how now it's ungrouped and why. Maybe because we duplicated it. Nevertheless, I need it to be ungrouped. So what do I want to do here now? I want to create something like this now, 3 or 5 or as many as I want triangles, one below other, one bigger than other, so something like this. So not one big triangle like we already did, but couple of those. That is very simple, but first of all I want to rescale this one a little bit more. So to do that, click on select button, select the shape, click on this middle, or you can, if you're a little bit nervous not to select this rotate, click on the top one, it's also the same, to scale this triangle down like this. Great. Now let's copy that shape, copy, paste, put it below. This is cool, but I need this one bigger, so I will click on one of those 4 circles in the 4 angles to scale it uniformly like this. Nice. So I have 1, 2 and one more. I will select the second triangle and again copy, paste, and again make it a little bit bigger. But now I'm in problem because it's already too big for my stage. So I will select all 3 of those and scale all 3 of those, just because they are too big. I'm drawing too big for this stage. So yeah, this looks, I think it looks great, but the problem is, maybe this one a little bit bigger, but the problem here is you can see that those 3 overlap with those black edges on one on another, which is something which I don't want to see. So the one way to do it, to hide those edges, would be just, you can just click on select and click outline none. But the other better is, I think, just to put the biggest one in the back, then the second one leave it like that, and the first one top forward until they look like this. Now it's much better. And if you need to move them a little bit left and right, and again if you have more than 3 shapes, I have 3 shapes, but if you have more than 3, like 4, 5 or as much as you want, push them one below other with forward, backward, front and back and so on. So I want this one to be totally in the back, and that's it. So and you can use this, for example, to make some kind of I don't know, Christmas new tree game where you decorate a tree. Anyway, Pine Tree 2, Pine Tree 1, nice. Let's see them in action on our screen. I like how this looks. So, and the cat between those. Nice. That's it, I think, for this video. Very simple shapes, but they work for what we need. What we wanted to create today was a pine tree. We used simple line tool to create a triangle, colored it, filled it with fill tool, create rectangle for tree trunk, color that one also, color the outlines copy pasted a first sprite, duplicated and changed the shapes later to 3 triangles instead of 1 to create new 3, and that's it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in next one. Bye for now.